Hey friends, if you're looking for quick tips to help you jumpstart your week, you are in the right place. I'm Lori Palau, host of the popular weekly podcast Organized Life, founder of Simply Be Organized, and every Monday I am here to bring you a quick organizing tip in under 15 minutes. All you have to do is click the subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening, and let's get started. Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's Tip of the Week episode. I'm your host, Lori Palau, and we are kicking off September, guys. This is it. This is going to be your year. I feel it now. Okay. We are going in. We are going to take September like the bull by the horns, and we are going to set ourselves up to be super organized, less stressed, and just calm, cool, and collected. Okay. So here we go. These tip of the week episodes. Again, if you're new to us, there are short little bite-sized nuggets. So each week, every Monday, give you one actionable tip. And today we're talking all about after school snacks. So if you've got a school age kid or kids at home, this is an essential piece of not having your afternoon/evening routine go off the rails, because we all know hangry humans of any kind are no fun to be around. So one of the things that you can do is make sure that you have good, easy, accessible after school snacks available for your kids, age appropriately, so that they can empower themselves to get them on their own. If they're younger, again, you can decide if you want to have a snack bin or a snack shelf in the refrigerator for your kids to be able to go in and access themselves. And even if you don't have kids at home, guys, like I'm an empty nester, and I know when I come home from seeing a client, I'm often ravenous. So I might come home at 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the first thing after I drop my bag and pet my dog is want to head to the fridge to get something because I'm starving. And I know if there's easy, accessible food for me to grab and go, that can make the difference between setting me off the rails and allowing me to reset and recharge for the next phase. And in our kids' world, that usually means homework, after school activities, all the things. What are some specific ways that you can make those after school snacks accessible? Like I said, I'm a big fan of fresh fruits and vegetables. I know not everybody has kids that eat fruits and vegetables, but if you can encourage that, I'm a big fan of using what's in the season. We're in apple season right now, guys. Apples are great after school snacks. You don't want to cut them too far in advance because they do oxidize, but if you can just have them available, that would be great. I used to, when my kids were little, have that full core slicer thing that you like just put over. It makes it really easy to cut them. So maybe you even have that available so that if your kids come home and you don't want them using a knife, depending on their age, maybe they could just use that little kitchen gadget and easily cut their apples or just dive in and eat them. I know they're not necessarily in season right now, but those little tangerines, clementines, sorry, I had a total brain freeze. They're also easy snacks, grapes, little things that they can have handy. My kids are also big fans of strawberries and blueberries. They're not necessarily in season right now, but if you do want to get them, that's great. Other things are yogurts, little grab and go, peanut butter. Sorry, I'm having like a brain freeze today. Peanut butters, crackers, things that they can just take on the run or doesn't require a lot of utensils, a lot of dirtying up things, especially when you're trying to, get out the door to the next activity or be in the kitchen to start dinner. You don't need a lot of people hanging out in the kitchen, in the cook space, hanging out at the kitchen table, eating your snack or at the counter. That's fine. But you don't want people like all up in like the core area. So let them grab their stuff and go. Obviously, your staples are things like chips and goldfish crackers, pretzels, things of that nature. I personally try to stay away from those sugary snacks. I'm not judging anybody, but I just, again, We know what sugar does to our bodies, it does to our minds. We have sugar spikes, sugar crashes, it impacts so much. So if you can stick to like these higher protein things that are going to fuel our brain and our energy, that would be great. So whatever it is that your kids like and will eat, that's the key, will eat. And I know if your kids are like mine, that changes. They might be like, we love this one week, and the next week they're like, why are you buying that? You don't like that. Granola bars, Cliff bars, things of that nature, also great snacks. And then also, I know this kind of goes against what I just said about making it easy and not. I know my kids also like smoothies a lot. So if you have like an easy, like little NutriBullet, if your kids are a little bit older, they can go make themselves a smoothie. That's a great, nutritious kind of meal snack that will tide them over till dinner, get them to the next hurdle of activity, fuel their brain power for homework, all the things. So try to get ahead of the game, stock your fridge and pantry with good snacks that your kids are going to eat, and have that conversation with them. Ask them what they're going to want. Offer up some suggestions. Search on Pinterest. Just Google some ideas. Chat GPT it. There's so many different things. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be over the top. It just has to be easy and accessible. That's it for today. I hope that you found this useful. If you have questions for us, shoot us an email at info@simplybeorganized. Head on over to our website and drop us a line if you have a question. So I'll talk to you next week. See you.